Howdy Hon, welcome back to my channel. This is Stephsgotit, and today we are going to do a little whipping chat. So why don't you pull out your project and set everything up. Pause right here and I'll wait while you go do that. Once you get all set up, let's go ahead and get started, and let's do a little work in progress and have a little chat while we do it. How about that? All right. So I am still working on Victoria's Moon, and I'm determined to get this done. All right. So let's peel off. We are going to do, this is the bottom right hand corner, and I usually like to start, I think I've said this before, at the bottom right hand and work all the way across, and then come back up and go all the way across, or either from the top right hand corner and go all the way across, come down and go all the way across. But what happened is I had accidentally turned this the opposite direction, like this is the way it should be, and I had turned it, I think, this way. And I was working whatever laid it in that corner, and I worked on that for the first few whipping chats, and then I also worked on it while I was at the hospital, or outpatient. My husband had shoulder surgery, and so I took this with me to work on, thinking that I would have 4 long hours to work on this bad boy and get it done. Well, that didn't quite happen. Let's see, let's work on number 3. That didn't quite happen because I had to go back. Then I had to go back with him before he went into surgery. I had to go back there when he came out of surgery. I had to go back there to get a consultation with the doctor while he was coming out of surgery. Then I had to go into the other outpatient room and sit with him till he was ready, and then dress him and then get him in the car. So needless to say, out of all that, I may have gotten 30 minutes of time and painting done out of that 4-hour time span. So I was a little disappointed about that, but it just means I have to try harder at home to be undistracted and stop. I don't have a lot of things due right now, so that should be easier to do. Right now I'm working on the nativity music for the Christmas nativity exhibit, interfaith nativity that we do every year. But that doesn't demand all my time, so I'm hoping to get, this is number 3, okay, because the schematics is rolled up under here, so I'm going to have to go by the symbols that are on the container. And usually I double check with the schematics or the legend just to be sure, but oh well, not today, huh? If I didn't say it before, welcome to the channel. It's nice to have you. Good to see you. Kinda, sorta, you know. Number 3. All right, let's get this puppy started and get some more of it done. So again, we are at the bottom right hand corner. We're going to work our way across where these parchment papers, because I did them from the top down, so this is the only part left on the bottom. It's about that wide, so you have this much parchment paper that's just clear. So I'll go ahead and work all the way across here so I can remove all these bottom row of parchment papers, and then start up there, and I'll get bigger squares because this is the full size of the parchment paper. I think it's 5 by 5. Yep, and it's coated on both sides, so doesn't matter which side you stick down. And of course I've got my questions to help me remember, to have stuff to talk about. Got my drills. I'm using my pen from Jim's, wait a minute. Have I posted this pen? I hope I've posted this unboxing. Oh, I hope I did. But I'm using this pen. I absolutely love it. It's my first custom pen. This is how I wanted it done. And I love it. It feels great. And it helps. It doesn't make my hand hurt as much as those little skinny pink and blue pens do. I got it as fat as possible. And of course I'm using my pineapple drill tray from 3D, My 3D Designs on Etsy. Both of these stores are on Etsy. And I'm going to order more of these because there are a couple more colors that I want. And I've already ordered some more of these. I just haven't done the unboxing yet. So, well, I've ordered at least one. And we'll get that up as soon as possible. My little Wonder Woman cover minder that I made. It's cute. And these chicken pin cover minders were made from KK's Unique Diamond Painting Pens. They are awesome because they're little chickens. So they match my pen. These are just some that Shelly and I made long before I actually knew where to order them from. Alright, let's get started. I've actually got to use the multi-placer a couple of times. It's full because I had just forced the stuff in there and got it ready to sit down and start when we went to my husband's physical therapy the next day. I had to fill out all the paperwork while he was in there doing therapy. By the time I got it all done and got my painting all set up like this and ready to go, he came out of PT. So needless to say, sorry about this light. It's going to be going off and on because I have it upside down and my pinky always hits the key. And so I didn't get to get any diamond painting done while he was at therapy because I was doing all of his paperwork. But so that's why it's already stuffed. Generally I don't leave it stuffed like that full of wax. There might be a little left in there, but not stuffed like this. But I did have fun using the 3 placer in that other corner. When for that 30 minutes I got to use it while we were at the outpatient facility. And it was quite fun. I had to be a little slower about it so I could have more control over how they line up inside the pen so that they're in a straight line. So when I put them down, they're a little more straight than just if I just randomly pick them up. So that was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to trying some of the others. Now really, quite honestly, I enjoy placing the beads one at a time. It's very therapeutic for me. I enjoy it. It's calming. And I just enjoy it. I enjoy going one by one by one. But because I need to get this painting done and get the review done and send it back to the company, I need to move a little faster. So I will be using the multi-placers as I'm working. Oh, I like that. That's perfect. The amount of light right there. I hope that works for you. So I will be using, no, stop it. The that's too bright. Multi-placer throughout this process. I can't say that I'll always use them, but I've got so many paintings. I mean, I know I'm preaching to the choir. You guys probably have triple the amount I do. I just started this. Well, I think I've been diamond painting maybe 6 months to a year, somewhere in there. I'm not quite sure where in there. I'll have to look that up. So I know you guys probably have boo-hookles more than I do. I just have a small stash. But it's my stash nonetheless, and I'm proud of it. And I am blessed and happy to have it. And I will do them all in an unboxing, so you get to see them and from the various places that I am trying to order from, so I can see what everybody is like. So as I said earlier, my husband had shoulder surgery, the weirdest thing. They cut the muscle off of his bone. They cut his bicep, I think it was his bicep, off of the bone to move it, even though it was working perfectly fine. But the other muscles weren't. And by cutting it and moving it further down, attaching it further down the bone, they were able to get. Why aren't I using the multiplacer? Oh, duh. They're able to relieve some stress from on the other muscles, the ones that are causing the shoulder to hurt. So that was the weirdest, craziest thing I ever heard. But okay, we'll know. We'll I guess see how that works. And they were a sports medicine place, so pretty confident that the therapy was a sports place. The doctor was just for everybody. So, all right, let's get this bad boy down. We'll see how it works. Oh, those slid all the way over. I didn't line those up properly. Come on, baby. There you go. All right. I think there's too much glue on wax in here because I couldn't get it wouldn't go in. Okay. So what was even weirder is they had him doing physical therapy the next day. Like they want you to immediately leave surgery and then the next day go into physical therapy. I was like, what? The man, you just cut the man. Doesn't get a break or something? But nope. If you remember, I talked about having a craft fair that I wasn't prepared for. Well, that was this past week. And then I did something stupid and I broke a needle. And from that point on, I could not get it to top stitch perfectly again. I don't know. Oh, that's some trash there. Whoop. And I lost it. I couldn't get it to top stitch. I couldn't get the setting back right. I don't know what I did. And it may be because I foolishly refused to change the needle. Like, oh, I'll just straighten it out and keep using it till, because I'm going to be doing a lot of bags. And so that may have messed up the timing or something. I don't know. Of course, there are no shops here. I have to go to the next town over, 2 hours away, because there are no shops here that service Juki machines. So I'm going to have to take that in, find out what happened, and I'm going to really have to stop procrastinating and waiting till the last minute to prepare for these shows, because I just apparently wreak havoc on my machines when I'm in a hurry. And I'm sewing purses and wallets that have a lot of bulk and foam and stuff in them. So yes, I'm going to have to start a little earlier and be a little more careful, because when I sew fast and in a hurry and under stress, I tend to screw up my machines apparently. And mind you, this is a brand new machine, so it should, and it's a Juki. It's a home sewing machine, but it's industrial strength. It's an industrial strength machine. So anyway, so what did I end up doing? I'm glad you asked. I end up making bath bombs, and I was able to sew my dress form pin cushions because they don't have to be top stitched. I made sure that the stitching inside was strong and it was sturdy and it would hold, but it didn't have to look pretty because it was on the inside. So I made some of those, which people absolutely loved. I even made some Alabama ones. I was going to make Auburn, but I ran out of time. And I'll probably put them in my Etsy store, or either I'll put them for sale on Facebook or something. I don't know, or give them away for gifts for Christmas. which is what we're going to do. I'm going to finish making the bowl cozies when I get the machine done, and make them different shapes. And those are going to be, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that, just in case people are watching that are going to get Christmas presents from us. Oh well. They probably don't watch this. They don't know anything about diamond painting and don't care what I'm doing. So, um, yeah. And backbones that, oh, and I made a luxuriously simple sugar scrub. I said it was for dry skin, because for extra dry skin, because I have extra dry skin, but really it was for anybody. And the sugar scrubs and the bath bombs actually sold, so it was pretty cool. They will now be on my inventory list from now on. But it was fun. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the opportunity to get out and talk to people about things I love. And I was going to take a diamond painting to work on while I was there, because that might be where a lot of these diamond paintings end up, because I can only keep so many. I don't have the wall space for really any of them. But there's some I'll keep just because they're favorite things, things that I love. But the rest of them, outside of the ones I bought specifically for gifts, they will be probably sold. And donated to charitable causes and things like that. But I'd like to donate them for charitable causes, and I'd like to sell them so that I can support this habit. So if I sold them, I could buy more and do more. And then the ones that are gifts, of course, will be just that, gifts. What else is happening? It's been really cool. I've been able to watch some unboxings, which I have not been able to do in quite some time because I've been on such a time crunch. But over the past couple of days, I've gotten to watch. My friend Shelly has posted a lot these last couple of days. And, of course, Mrs. Coffee, and Rachel, and Jeremy, and Laura. Hi, darling. And DP Addictions, and Abstract. I mean, even people that I haven't seen, that I've never seen before. I've been searching out, looking for. Well, I haven't really been searching. They've been popping up on my feed, and if I'm sitting there at the computer working on something, and a video pops up in the feed, I'll go ahead and click on it, and I'll let the video play in the background while I'm working on documents and reports and things like that. So that has helped me to be able to see some of you guys' latest videos, even though I haven't been able to go back and catch some. And I don't know that I'll ever be able to go back and catch them, but I can try and catch as many of the the recent ones as I possibly can. So I really enjoyed that, and just felt really good to be able to listen to everybody and see what new stuff they've got and what they've been working on, and all the coloring, and it's been really cool. I have enjoyed it so much listening to you guys. Even though I wanted to desperately do it on myself and I couldn't, at least I could listen to you guys do it. So that has helped me a lot. Okay. What else have we got going on? Well, Halloween is coming up. Woohoo! I love Halloween. And you know, it's not, I don't even think it's so much that I really love Halloween as to the fact that I love cosplay. I love any occasion that causes me to cosplay. I love putting on costumes and pretending to be, or just dressing up as characters, various characters. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And we usually always, since I've married my husband, he's gotten into it too. So we usually do Halloween as a couple. So it's always some kind of couple theme. And it will be this year. We've already got them. I have the full costume. He has one of those one piece things. And I have one too, but I'm not going to wear it for a costume. I mean, come on. I'm a cosplayer. I have to be, in full gala. I can't just be in a onesie. So he's going to wear the onesie, which I'll wear around the house or to the Christmas party or something. But for Halloween, I have to be in a full decked out piece costume. I am going to post pictures. You know what? At the end of this video, I'm going to put pictures of how I packed up my diamond painting to take to the hospital with me. I have an old scrapbook bag. I actually have two scrapbook bags, but I took one of them, the one that was the most damaged, because it got something pressed against it or something, and they sold it like at a really cheap price. And I have to say that bag has aggravated the snot out of me since the day I bought it. But I use it to carry my diamond art paintings with me when I travel, and also when I want to take it with me to a restaurant or a hospital or whatever to work on. So at the end, I'll show you how I packed this bad boy up and all my necessities and took it to the hospital with me. Of course, people did want to know, hey, what is that? What are you doing? And we even talked about coloring. One lady's cousin was into coloring and actually did coloring groups in New York, which I thought was really cool. I'd love to do that here. So it was, of course, a great conversation starter. Even a man was interested in, like, what are you doing, blah, blah, blah. And it got us a little conversation started. So that was funny. And they wanted to know how it would look and how long it would take and all that good stuff. Let's go with the heart. What's the heart? What is the heart besides the key? Let me find the heart and then we'll finish that conversation. Okay, is that a heart? Yes, that's a heart. Oh, okay. It's 310. Oh, it's that 310. I was hoping it would be a brighter color, but I guess not. I want to do some bright colors. Okay. So, what was I saying? Oh, shoot. I was just watching Rachel Ray's video, and she forgot something happened. I think a call from her boss or something, and she forgot what she was talking about, and she stopped the video and rewinded it so that she could see what she was talking about. I'm not as easily set up, so I'm not going to do that, but I don't remember what I was talking about. I guess I'll just move on to the next topic, and when I think about that, we'll go ahead and do that. How many times does this stop? I repressed it once, so we're approaching 30 minutes or 24 minutes. You guys remember that? Remind me. Let's see. One. No, that doesn't write. Pooey. Alright. So we got that set. Blessedly, with the camera right here, I can hear the clicks when it turns off. so I don't have to wonder where did it stop recording. No, I still haven't figured out why it does that. I don't know that I ever will. Ah, took me a while to get all those straight. Bummer. Get back in there. Okay. So, cosplay. I am very excited for Halloween. I think I need to get no, I don't need to get a wig. I thought I was going to have to buy a wig, but I think I have that wig from a different costume that will suffice. And there we go. 3-placer. Woohoo! What are you guys going to do for Halloween? I would love to hear. Do you go all out with costuming, or do you just do like my husband and get a onesie and call it a day? He's really been into it before, but this year he's just like, oh, I'll just wear that because we have it. And I said, yeah, we have it. Well, I didn't have it to wear for Halloween. I had it to wear for the Christmas party, or because it was a pajama Christmas party, or even for around the house, but not for a costume, my love. No, 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 no. Not I, said the cat. So, what are you going to be this Halloween? Are you doing a couple thing? Or are you going solo on your own? We used to do family when my son was younger. We would do family costumes. So that was fun also. But now he ends up having to work almost every Halloween. Or if he doesn't, I think he's a little over the family thing. Sad. I miss all of us dressing together in one theme. But, kids tend to do that. Little snots grow up and want to do their own thing. Ungrateful snots. But you haven't done a good job as a parent if you haven't prepared them to move on without you. You'll do them a real disservice if they can't function without you. So I'm very happy that the little snot can function without me if he had to, which he will have to because he can't stay here forever. So I don't know what he's going to do this year, if he's going to be off to even be able to participate. But our church ward has a Halloween or fall, whatever you want to call it, festival every year. Oh, one of my favorite events of the year. It's one of our biggest events of the year too, sadly. Everybody loves candy and games. Oh, and we do a chili cook-off. So I have to decide if I want to submit a chili this year. If I do, it'll be my 15 bean chili. 15 can chili, which I'm also going to do on the channel for What You Cooking Steph for a What You Cooking Steph episode. Probably before within the next month or so. Probably before Halloween is over. Or maybe if I do decide to do it for the festival, then I'll shoot the video for you guys to see how I do it. It's 15 bean, but I also do other stuff to it. I don't just chunk cans of beans in a pot and call it a day. I have to get my husband to understand that just because you open it up and put it in a pot doesn't mean it's ready. Canned food still needs preparation. It still needs seasoning. It still needs to cook and marinate within each other. You know what I'm saying? You cannot just throw a pot, a canned good in the pot and then put it on the plate. No, 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 no. You cannot do that. It still needs to be seasoned. So that is coming up. And Friday Fitness will be here as well. The first one will be next week. Unless I get a lot done tomorrow and can shoot one tomorrow, which I'm kind of doubting because I got a lot to do tomorrow. We have a PT appointment early in the morning, and we have to drive 2 hours away to a temple session. We have to prep for conference this weekend, and we have invited a family and the missionaries over to watch and eat. So I doubt that I will get one for tomorrow, but there will be one next week, and every week. That's upside down, girl. Don't stick there. Don't you do it. Where are the tweezers? There we go. Come here, love. What else have we talked about? Oh, as also I'm going to be doing 2 costumes actually in this month, because a couple of belly dancers and I are getting together to do Zubu at the Zubu at the local zoo, and we are going to be doing this belly dance witch routine that they found from somewhere on YouTube, and we're going to do that. And then in between that, we'll give out Halloween candy to the kids. So I have to prep my costume for that as well. And at first I was going to go for the green and just go all out with that. But now the more I think about it, the less likely I'm going to do that. I'm going to be a different kind of witch. I don't know. I'm not going to do green though. Even though I bought all this stuff, now I gotta, will just be in the costume box. Because I want to go in a totally different direction. Be a different kind of witch. And I'm excited about that because I get to belly dance. I get to perform. The routine is really simple. So it won't be like like a deep performance. It's just a really little simple performance that anybody can do, whether you've got belly dance experience or no belly dance experience. If you've got, a year or 10 years of experience, you'll be able to do this routine. It's really simple. So it should be lots of fun. Just being able to get out there and dance again and perform will be fun. And get to dance with some girls and ladies that I used to dance with. That will be fun also, because we all haven't danced together in so long. So that will be cool. And I actually subbed belly dance workout last couple of weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, for my friend and troop partner, Ziva Simone. We have belly dancers' name. My belly dancer name is Janubi, Janubi Bit Maya. So Janubi is Arabic for the Southerner, because I used to always say, I'm from the South. In the South, we do and we say blop blop, Um, and then Bint, Bint, means the daughter of or the student of. And then Maya means the flower. And my instructor at the time was, that was her name. Her name was Maya. And so I made and most everybody had like full names. Like my friend, I said she's Ziva Simone, and my other friend was Princess, I forgot the other part. Um, so it's like, well, mine's just Janubi. And then I thought, well, I want a last name too. So I talked with Maya about using that, and she was okay with that. So we went to Janubi Bit Maya. And then when I had my studio, it was Janubi Ink. Because my husband wanted to thought we may expand someday. And I'm like, I don't think so, but okay. um, that was his idea. It was never my dream to own a studio, a dance studio, but I enjoyed every single minute of it when we had it. Would I ever do it again? Nope. I just want to show up, dance, and leave. Um, I mean, I guess you can never say never, but having to worry about, well, okay, having to worry about everything about the business, um, down to cleaning the bathrooms and making sure there's toilet paper, to making sure the kids' room is stocked, and the bills are paid on time, their taxes are paid on time. We were often late paying the taxes because I had gotten the tax for if you sold something. Well, we never sold. I ended up never really selling anything. I wanted to sell hip scarves if I needed to. So even though we didn't sell anything that month, we would still have to do taxes. A tax form. I don't necessarily want to be the business end of things, although deep down, I really would love to have a studio again. Oh man, that's the same color range. Ugh. So, yeah. But it is fun having your own place you can go to and dance whenever you want. You can throw whatever parties you want. I'm going to leave that over there. And so that was cool. Princess had a birthday party for her kids there. And once a month I would do ladies' night, which was free to anybody in the community who wanted to come. And it was potluck, and we'd always show up with food, and we'd dance. And I don't drink, so there was no alcohol on the premises. But we dance and drink sodas and juice, stuff like that. I mean, if you wanted to drink, that was your thing, but we were not serving liquor in my place. But if people wanted to do that, they wanted to have their own, they could do that. I just was not serving. I don't drink, and I don't serve drinks. And I don't dislike people who drink or whatever. Please don't get me wrong. My partners do drink, or at least one of them does. Now the other one probably doesn't, but I'm not sure. Lots of my friends drink, and family. So please understand, I'm not trying to knock people who drink. I'm just saying I don't drink, and I don't serve drinks in my place when I had it. So we'd eat. There'd be plenty of food, and we'd do some belly dance performances for them, and then teach them and do some Zumba and whatever. Just kind of hang out, and just women supporting women is what my vision was for that night. doing a fun kind of dance each night. That's actually how I messed my knees up, doing that Hawaiian dance for 3 nights non-stop, except to go to work and come back home and get right back at it trying to learn that routine. That is actually what took my knees out. I've never recovered quite from that, only to find out last year or the year before that hula dancers have the worst knees because of that crazy stuff that they do in the dance. I was like, that would have been nice to know 10 years ago or 8 years ago. But, whatever. I We even dressed up there one night for Halloween and did Halloween belly dancing. I was Morticia that year, and I wore my Morticia costume because I had worn it with my husband. We actually won the costume party that year at church too. Um, and I put a hip scarf on top of it. It was cute. If I can find a picture, I'll show it to you one day. I'm not going to look for it tonight though. Maybe I'll do a cosplay video and show you all the cosplays that I've done and some tips and things I've learned along the way. And then even some of the ones that we've created that have been successful, that are our version, which is what cosplay is your version of the character that you're doing, not necessarily identical to the character as it was created or drawn or published or whatever. And that is why one of the things I love about cosplay. I think that is the best part of cosplay, is your ability to take the costuming and change it around to your version of what you would look like if you were that character. That is pretty cool. I think I'm getting the hang of this 3-placer, even though I'm still, sorry about that. Still, if you hear bells in the background, you are not crazy. My husband is playing the handbells because he wants to play them in the nativity exhibit. So he's been learning for the last couple of months how to play them. And so that's the bells that you hear in the background, because he can't talk to me, so he's in there playing bells. And I don't think you'll be able to hear it, but just in case you do hear it, that's what's going on. So yeah, I'm a big cosplayer. I don't need an excuse. I mean, technically I do, but not really. All I need is just a costume. I'll find a reason to wear it. Here we go. So yeah, so anyway, the studio was awesome and we did costuming there as well. I was talking with this was a sister from church that I was visiting with Wednesday, which was yesterday, duh. It was interesting because she reminded me, in our conversation we were talking about, checking in on people who were sick and shut in and things like that, and ways that we could possibly do that. I'm the Relief Society president of my church, my particular ward here where I live, and so things like that are always on my mind. Concerned about how we get out to the sisters and help everyone to feel, loved and included. And it just reminded me how much we really do need to check on people. even especially people who can't get out, who are homebound, and or who are having issues, life struggles, which we all have, but some are a little more immediate than others. And just to check on each other. And I've said this before on this channel, and I'll say it again. Check on your peoples. That's how we say it in the South. Check on your peoples. Make sure they're doing okay. Especially those who are suffering and going through issues that you know of, but not just them. Also check on your friends who are strong and are carrying the weight of everybody else's problems and issues, because that's a great characteristic to have, but it also can take a toll on that person. So check on your peoples, whether they're strong or not strong. And just remember to treat people the way that you want to be treated. And if you can't do that, then at the very least, be quiet. How about that? Okay, how about that? At the very least, just be quiet. You don't know what people are experiencing. You don't know what their trials are. You don't know how close to the edge they are. So let's just remember to treat everybody with love and kindness, or just not say anything. Now, I don't mean to let let people take advantage or anything like that. You check people when you have to be checked them, because you know when people needed to be checked, you have to check them immediately. But what I'm talking about is people who are alone and lonely, or people who are, they have the weight of the world on their shoulders. Just check on them. See if there's something you could do. Sometimes just the fact of you calling or texting and say, "Hey girl, you were on my mind. I just wanted to check in on you," can mean the world to somebody who's at their wit's end, you know? And I have a friend from church who just, I hate that term, the friend from church. A person is either your friend or they aren't your friend, right? And I don't use the word friend loosely. I mean, everybody I know is not my friend. Some people are just my associate. Some people are just coworkers. Some people are just people from around the way. So when you say friends, why does it have to be church friend, work friend? If it's a friend, it's a friend. And a friend is someone that you trust, that is close to you, that you can be yourself with and not feel that you have to be perfect all the time. Okay. So I have this friend who happens to be a member of my church. And she would do that. She would randomly send me a text or a call. And they just moved away to Germany. Do you know that woman texted me the other night? You popped into my mind, just wanted to check in. That meant the world to me. Just someone just thought of me and just shot me a text. So whenever people pop into my mind, I try to send them a text, give them a buzz or something to check on them, because you may be just what they need at that moment from going over the line, or just to, give them some hope or some sunshine in a dark place. So just be mindful of that. And, wouldn't you want someone to do that for you if you were in a dark place? Mentally or emotionally dark, not physically dark, is what I'm talking about. Wouldn't you want someone to do that for you? Every time someone pops up into your mind, especially when you don't usually think about that person, it didn't just pop up there by coincidence. There's a reason they popped into your mind. Somebody's trying to tell you to help them, you know. You know, you're the Lord's handpiece. So pay attention. Check in on your people. Me, I just get lazy in speech because I'm at home all day alone and don't have to really speak clearly to talk to myself. Do I talk to myself, you ask? Well, of course I do. Sometimes I need expert advice. Hello. No, I don't talk to myself. I probably do, but not like crazy, like you're thinking, like insane person kind of deal. But I do talk out loud to myself. You'll probably hear me often call myself blockhead when I do something crazy. And I talk to the light pad. I talk to the. I know I'm gonna get a bunch of things talking about I'm crazy, but you know how you're doing something, you're like, no, 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 please don't do that. Oh, stop, 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 or you know, stuff like that. That's what I mean. I don't mean I sit there and literally have a full-fledged conversation with items. I was just talking about this same thing too to the person, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I talk to stuff all the time around the house. Who else is there to talk to?" But again, not like she's crazy. It's just you're basically talking out loud. Hey, I could be crazy too. I don't know. The jury's still out on that one. We're all crazy to one degree or another. Some of us need medication and some of us need a jacket. Maybe you just can't take life so seriously. You have to take it seriously, but not 24/7, you know, or you will drive yourself crazy. I'm liking this 3-placer. I'm going to try the 6-placer next time. And then up to the 7 and then up to the 8. And is there an 8-placer? There's a 9-placer. I don't know if I want to go any bigger than this 3 though. I'll try it at least once. I'll try almost anything once. At least once. You know, within law, within moral standards. I ain't trying to be in jail or morally corrupt. Let's see. I must be tired. I can't really think clearly. Or something else to talk about. Is there a way to move these things around? Or which is it? The glue or the adhesive that doesn't allow you to move? I think what I want to do next month is sew a dress. I haven't sewn a dress for myself in so long. I want to sew a dress and make a matching purse and some matching earrings. And then I want to get all dolled out and made up to the T. I don't wear makeup every day. I don't leave the house every day either. I don't leave the house most days. But I used to try to wear it every Sunday. I don't even care about that anymore. But I want to get all dolled up. I haven't gotten all dolled up in a while. So next month, actually I mean this month, maybe make myself a dress. Get all gussied up. What I really want is another wrap dress. I have some that I have two that I bought, but I want to make one in some of the fabric that I have, that I've been saving for. I hope that's supposed to be a 2. Is it? It was, and I just pulled it off. Come on, baby. See, like just now I talked to this drill. That's the kind of thing I mean when I say I talk to stuff. Alright, there we go. So, I still haven't pulled my coloring books out though. Um, I didn't even pack them up and take them with me on the trip last time because I was so focused on I needed to work on this thing. So I'm hoping all goes well. No headaches, no issues, or I can keep working straight through on this bad boy and get her done. I need to get her done. I'm really anxious to do the review and get that process done and move on to them. There are some that I'm supposed to do for the nativity and I haven't even started on them yet because I want to finish this, my responsibility for this, and at this rate, I mean, if I don't hurry up with this, I won't be able to get the one done for the nativity, and that would be very sad. Although now that I think about it, they're from Paint with Diamonds, so they might not be worth the effort anyway. But we'll see. I really want to get them done. I really want to submit them this year. But it may be next year, and if so, I'll have to suck that up and live with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I gotta put some tape on these edges because this glue, my finger keeps sticking to it because it's all around the glue adhesive, whatever. I don't remember which is which for the clear cover. It came with no. This come with a clear and opaque. I think this came with an opaque cover. Yeah, I would have had to because I don't think I replaced the clear covers. I've just been replacing the opaque ones because I don't like the opaque ones. I like to be able to see my project, see where I'm going and where I've been. I think we'll be an hour as soon as we finish this color. I think I got a lot done. What do you think? In just an hour. Or am I slow? Would you have gotten this whole thing done in an hour? Or just as much as I have? Let me know down below in the comments. I watch how some people put their drills down. Some of you are like this. And you're like, just barely tap it. And then some of you are like me. You're like, And then some of you are going, bless your hearts. I can't go that fast. Probably, if I probably wasn't recording and I could have it closer to my face so I could see it but clearer, then maybe I could go that fast. Especially on these ones that are a lot of the same color. Yeah, let me know how much would you have done in this little corner. It is, let's see. It is 2 3/4 inches by 2 and almost 2 3/4. So it's 2 3/4 inches. A 2 3/4 inch square. How much do you think you would have gotten done in 1 hour? Mind you, I have to stop and reset this thing every 12 minutes. I'm going to make one of those little, well, I guess it doesn't really have to for this. One of those where you put all the trays in there, of the colors that you'll be using. But I guess that would be more for like confetti heavy painting area. This isn't really confetti heavy. Confetti. So we're down to our last 15 minutes, I believe. I want to take this time to thank you for joining me on this whipping chat. And I hope that you got just as much done or more on your project. And if you do a whipping chat, I hope that if I'm not a subscriber, let me know. I would love to subscribe and check you out while I am working on mine, so I can work and lurk, baby, work and lurk, to get this sweet little girl finished. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with her, where am I going to put her, because I really have very limited wall space, and because we have to keep one wall clear because that's what we put our projector on. So I can put a couple in my sewing room, and I want to save the space on the little space that's out there for our customs of our wedding picture and my performance picture on stage as a belly dance saw. And there's a 3. Ugh. Okay, I think we're done with that number. Yep. So all I have in here, these are all Q's. That 1 3 I overlooked earlier in this thing, and a couple of F's. All of these are Q's. This little section here are F's, but these are all Q's. 1 P down there. So I am probably going to end this video, and then I am going to, because it was always in my mind that whipping chats be an hour, so that's stuck in my mind. It's an hour. Cut it off at an hour. Plus, I don't know that I have that much to say more than an hour, you know. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video, and then I will work on this before I go to bed and finish it up so that I can start on this, and hopefully next week's whipping chat will be somewhere over here, hopefully, when we start. But again, thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for clicking on my channel and watching. Thank you for commenting. I love the comments. I love to get to hear what you for yourself every once in a while. At least once a month, preferably once a week, but at least once a month. Do something for yourself. It's been good talking with you. I look forward to seeing you next week. And remember, if you're having a good day, help someone else have a good day. Love and shimmies.